So if you want to be like Top Gun, you want to run this little circle over here. You want to be top dog, you can wrestle a top dog. So get ready, because you got Maverick tonight.
The Raging Bull Maverick coming out here. I mean, he's obviously not a part of the Anarchy side, it didn't look like, because Matt Jackson has said nothing about the current St. Louis champion Maverick.
Going for that lariat. Mike Outlaw ducks. Spinning back. European uppercut for the big Maverick coming off this top rope. We've seen him do elbow drops, drop kicks. It doesn't matter. Look, he's putting Nick Chin in front of him.
Smart.
And now kicks the top.
Look at this.
It's a huge turning point. He's setting him up for the sure shot. That running glory bomb. If he hits this could be it. He drives Mike Outlaw into the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Maverick puts away Mike Outlaw.
Look at him throwing him to the side, hopping right up, staring down the camera. There's your St. Louis champion of the NWL, Maverick.
KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? What you screaming out? What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC, everybody say, fight KC, come on, fight KC, what you screaming out? Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC, come on, fight KC. What you talking about?
Wow, Marty, I cannot believe that video package that you guys just saw. Des Wilson, or I'm sorry, the former Des Wilson, now Mike Outlaw, facing Maverick. Maverick picking up a huge victory.
St. Louis champion showing exactly what he's made of. And stick around, I got a chance to actually interview St. Louis champion Maverick. And well, if you want to see the whole match, head over to our YouTube channel.
That's right, I'm Ben Miller.
And I'm Marty Val.
And we've got a great hour of pro wrestling headed for all you fans at home.
We're going to start things off with Sharkbait taking on Michael Strider.
That's right, I hope he kicks Michael Strider's face off. Match number 2 that we're going to isn't technically a match, it is a pose down, our first ever pose down between Hans Ruger, the Austrian horse, and High Life Dharma.
In our main event of the evening, Jet Royal teams up with Captain KC Blaine Meeks against the Blood Brothers.
Well, Marty, again, it's not the Blood Brothers, it's the besties in the world, Davey, Vega, and Matt Fitchett. There's so much going on right now in the NWL when it comes to NWL, STL, Anarchy, whatever you want to call it. All I know is that we still have the best wrestling on planet Earth, and we want to take you down to our first matchup, Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez taking on Michael Strider.
The following contest is set for one fall.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling Kansas City. Oh, dear
My boy.
Lord. Here we go. It's Michael Strider, the leader of the so-called Strider Nation, as he is going to go one-on-one with Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez.
Look at this guy, Michael Strider, the millennial killer. He's got in such great shape because he wants to come back here and teach people how to wrestle in the NWL. He's doing a damn fine job so far.
Look at him with the black belt trade. What does he have a black belt in? He said he has a black belt in pro wrestling.
He does.
I think he's mocking Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez and all the training that he's done to get to the point where he's at now.
Hey, Sharkbait is from the MMA world, okay? This man has been ruling the wrestling world for 20, 25 years. You don't think this guy's a black belt in wrestling? He's just sensei to everybody in the back.
Black belt and being a...
Now I see a lot of new faces out there in the crowd tonight. I see a lot of bros out there that I bet got that tribal tattoo, and a lot of girls that are probably sporting a tramp stamp or two.
A lot of them out here.
So that leads me to believe that you guys are the Sharkbait fans in the building, right?
Yep, just garbage.
Sharkbait fans, allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Michael Strider.
Don't we hear enough of this every single week?
I am a black belt in professional wrestling. And young Mr. Anthony Gutierrez
come out here and bow to your master.
What is he even talking about? And sometimes I don't even think Michael Strider knows what he's talking about. The devil himself.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not sitting there and kowtowing to this newbie coming into pro wrestling. What, he has a cool nickname, Sharkbait, and everybody loves him already.
Absolutely, Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez is the future of pro wrestling. Athletes like him, hybrid athletes, are what we're looking for here in the pro wrestling scene now. You're just out of touch.
This guy is greener than grass, Ben, and you know that. And Michael Strider is going to take this guy to class.
Missouri, weighing 175 pounds, Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez.
The only thing I can say good about Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez, or however Strider said it, is that this guy can choke you out and kick you out of your lights out in like a second. And that's what's going to maybe take, I mean, it's going to pose a problem for Strider. He's going to have to be ready at all times. This guy's MMA background is second to none here, definitely in the Midwest. And Strider, he has a background in BJJ, so I don't know, give him some credit here, Ben.
Probably has a white belt in BJJ. There's a world of difference between the training of Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez in all different forms of MMA than Michael Strider's occasional rolling on a mat or two. But one thing I can't dispute you on is the fact that Michael Strider does have a black belt in the lesser side of pro wrestling. Let's just say that.
Look at that. The thumb to the eye always works, but Anthony getting back up.
Sharkbait with a nice shoulder takedown, stepping over Michael Strider. Michael Strider going for an arm drag. Did you hear that shot to the midsection? Arm drag by Anthony Sharkbait. Spinning back kick to the midsection.
Connected big time. Big knee as well. This isn't looking good.
Going for that spin kick, and Strider just took Sharkbait's head off with that clothesline.
You deserve a choice. We're here to give it to you.
This is X1051.
More music, less talk, all day. 105-minute nonstop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. You and us together. A new alternative for Kansas City.
X1051.
Podunk town in the history of wrestling like Strider had to do for 20 years, and maybe you'll learn some respect for this business. Strider's going to teach him tonight.
Look at that, the strength of Michael Strider on display, holding Sharkbait up, and that vertical suplex giving him plenty of time to think about a possible mistake he made by signing on the dotted line.
Davey Boy Smith looking down and crying with a tear in his eye, looking at how hard and how high he kept him up there. That was great. Michael Strider is teaching this guy a lesson, and he doesn't even know it. He's going to learn what it feels like to get put in every wrestling hold ever in the history of mankind. You know that, Ben. I don't think you're saying enough good things about Strider.
Strider is a snake, and I've said it from day one. No one should trust anything that Michael Strider says or does. He is out for one person and one person only, and that's Michael Strider.
Of course.
It's only a matter of time before he punches Jeremy White in the face and turns his back on him.
Oh, come on.
The foundation.
The longtime friends. They've had a couple bump hiccups along the world. But
hiccups? Oh, vicious back elbow. Did you see Anthony Sharkbait's head ricochet off the elbow of Michael Strider?
You know what? Michael Strider's the Ken Shamrock, the Dan Severn of wrestling, if you want to compare it to this world that Sharkbait comes into.
Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock. Holy moly, I've never heard such a... Anyways, back to the match. Strider, slaps him. Listen to those shots.
Yes.
Those are like huge. If you've ever shook hands with Michael Strider, he has bear paws. The guy is a big man. And now Sharkbait has him in a submission over the ropes.
No, it doesn't count. He's in the ropes. Referee's doing right. He's counting him out.
Referee David putting the count on. He could have dislocated Michael Strider's elbow and shoulder quite easily over that top rope.
And he's in pain. Below, look at that nice boot to the back of the head. Just take him out.
And that's one thing Anthony Sharkbait will never see coming is Michael Strider knows everything about being inside the squared circle. Just slapping him.
Hey, you know what? Turnaround's fair play. You know, Sharkbait has been kicking and punching the chest of Michael Strider on the side of him. He's doing it back. Look at that. Fish hook in his mouth like that. I mean, he's just toying with him now like a cat with a string.
One thing's for sure, Michael Strider definitely has the height and weight advantage in this match, but you never know when one of those deadly strikes is going to come out. And Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez, it could be, what is he doing here? Oh, surfboard position, just ramming his head into that bottom turnbuckle. Look at him mocking, almost mocking. You're sick.
Maybe my favorite move in wrestling right there. Just toying with him like it looked like a shovel getting his head backed into the bottom turnbuckle there. And it's almost over. I feel it's coming here.
Now Michael Strider whipping Sharkbait into that turnbuckle. Oh, spinning leg lariat. Connects right with the face of Anthony Sharkbait. He never saw that coming. I didn't see it coming.
Sharkbait wishes he was back in the octagon getting punched in the face right now, I think.
Sharkbait looking, trying to go into that triangle choke again, trying to wrap those legs, use his agility, use his MMA background, and now that's in tight. That triangle choke is in tight. If he just moved his legs a little higher, this match could be over.
Oh, I told you, this is the only thing Strider has to worry about is that Sharkbait in just a split second gets something like this on you.
Look at him, Michael Strider may be out. He's turning all sorts of different colors. Referee David trying to make sure his shoulders aren't down on the mat. There's that strength of Michael Strider power bombing Sharkbait into the center of the ring. That's a way to get out of a triangle choke.
Yes, that's exactly. He knows every reversal and every MMA or
and
pro
every
wrestling
dirty
move.
tactic, every
That's
shortcut.
a dirty tactic, power bombing out of a choke. Come on.
It's only a matter of time before he breaks out some sort of weapon or pokes him in the eyes or low blows him. You never know with this Michael Strider.
Michael Strider, much like we've seen in Maverick and other people, he just do whatever it takes to win. And Michael Strider told me in the back, he's taking a personal offense to this kid, Sharkbait. He thinks he can just stroll on into NWL and think he can start his career with somebody like Strider. Are you kidding me? This is like going and playing Babe Ruth in your first Little League game.
Oh, do you hear those strikes? Strider is missing and Sharkbait is connecting with every single blow. Strider cannot make contact, and the flurry of combination by the newcomer Sharkbait. Oh, right in the side of the face, Itsuguri. Oh, what is he doing here? Standing shooting star press, 1, 2, no! Strider barely gets the left shoulder up, and the crowd is losing their minds.
And Sharkbait, look, he's so frustrated. He thought he was going to get him with that. You're going to take more than that to take out Strider. Come on. Come on. And look, going the attack, though. I will give that to Sharkbait. Just going straight up to Strider like that.
Reversal of the Irish whip. Strider bouncing off the other side. Takes his head off again with a scintillating clothesline. And Sharkbait may be out right here, right now. And Strider knows it. Look at the look on his face. He knows that he just clubbed Sharkbait's head off his shoulders.
Look at Sharkbait folded up in the middle of the ring, and Strider with that death stare out to the crowd. He hears all these little teeny boppers who like Sharkbait. You think that affects him at all? No.
And Michael Strider may smell blood in the water, no pun intended for Sharkbait. Screaming at him that he's going to teach him a lesson on pro wrestling. And those chops are raining down from Michael Strider. Hard rights and lefts. Sharkbait is reeling in the corner here in the Scottish Rite Temple. Up and over goes Sharkbait, backflip. How is he doing? Dead in the water. His heel hit him in the back of the head. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Sharkbait has beat Michael Strider.
What has happened? Look, I just caught him with that kick. I thought I saw his head come up. What happened?
I don't even know if Sharkbait can believe in himself. That spinning back with the heel just connected with the back of the head of Michael Strider, and he has picked up a victory. Wait, what is that? Oh no, of course,
the war, man.
Of course, Michael Strider brings a chair into a wrestling match and just collapsed the back of Anthony Sharkbait. Sharkbait Gutierrez.
That's what you get. You might have won the battle. You got the kick out of nowhere like that, and that's the only way you're going to beat Strider. But now you get the chair to the back, and what's going to happen with the black belt now?
Oh, great. Of course, he's going to bring the black belt into the equation.
Choke.
Now he's choking away with that black belt on the throat of Sharkbait Gutierrez. Look at him. He's never been choked like that before.
That's how you do it.
And here comes our staff and head trainer backing off Michael Strider. The damage is done.
Oh, Derek Stone has to run out here just because one of his prize pupils is getting choked out by a champion.
Michael Strider wants to inflict more damage. He is incensed that he lost this match, and I can't believe it. He got caught with that kick. That was a flash knockout. The 1-2-3. Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez picks up the most impressive victory in his short career.
Sharkbait better realize he got that kick, and he did get the 1-2-3, so congratulations to you. But you see how quickly Strider came back from that, and you saw how he takes you out with that chair. You better watch your back, boy.
It's almost like it's a little bittersweet, though. I mean, you won the title, and just a few days later, Major Bazin shook the wrestling world with the news of NWL St. Louis closing. Where's your head at with all these things going on? You know, the future of NWL STL is in the air, but you are the St. Louis champion.
I mean, you are right. I am the St. Louis champion, but I mean, you say it's bittersweet. I say it's a bunch of BS. You know, Major went out of his way, you know, to not smarten anyone up and decided one morning he was going to wake up and close down the whole company. You know, I don't understand that, and I don't think I ever will. But I do know that there's a rebuilding process, and I don't know if, you know, it's going to come back, you know, NWL St. Louis or NWL Anarchy, NWL STL. It doesn't matter what they want to call it. You know, the fact of the matter is I'm the champ. I'm the champ for a reason. I was put in this role for a reason. I bust my ass day in, day out to get to this level. You got a bunch of guys who like to harp about the old days, about St. Louis Anarchy, something that died. It died. It ceases to exist. But you got a couple of guys who seem to hold on to those memories and just hold on to it with everything they got, because those are the good days for them, because that's the highest level they're ever going to get to. You got guys like Gary J who want to sit there and talk about being champion for 800 days. 800 days for a company that ran every 3 months. Give me a break. What kind of accomplishment is that? Gary J is a skinny, fat J-bro. He doesn't hold a candle to me and what I'm capable of. Him and I shouldn't even be in the same damn conversation, but everybody wants to throw his name out there with mine. That's what gets me a little mad. And, you know, the fact of the matter is this: I hope that they open back St. Louis Anarchy so I can come in there and show them exactly who the daddy of Anarchy is.
Wow, Ben, did you see that kick?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Sharkbait hit that dead in the water, and well, good night, Michael Strider.
It was like a flash knockout that I've seen before, obviously in the UFC, which is something Anthony is very familiar with. But Michael Strider got the last laugh when he hit him with that chair. And we will definitely see more of Sharkbait in the Foundation later on down the road. We also got a chance to see you interviewing Maverick and getting a little bit deeper with the STL champion.
He's such an elusive and quiet character that it was really great to be able to actually sit down and, well, finally hear his thoughts on this whole Anarchy, St. Louis, Kansas, this whole situation.
Absolutely. Now what we're going to see is we're going to see our first ever pose down between the Austrian horse Hans Ruger and High on Life Ken Dharma. Hans thought this would be the best way to solve their differences?
Well, it's the Austrian way, so let's head down to the ring.
It is now time for a very peculiar first. The following contest is a pose down. Here's how it will work. Both contestants will have up to 1 minute to give you their finest flexing of their physiques. And then afterward, we will vote, and based on applause, we will crown a winner.
All right, there you have it, the first in NWL short and brand history. We're having a pose down here tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think Ben Simon really cares that much. I mean, I don't think he said enough because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I mean, we're going to see two of the best physique people on the NWL rosters go at it, and we all know who's got better poses, man. That's going to be not this guy from Australia, Ken Dharma, high on life.
First of all, he's not from Australia, he's from Austria.
Oh.
There is a world of difference between the two countries. And secondly, Hans Ruger says this is how they solve issues in his home country of Austria, is they have pose downs. And I am excited to see. It looks like Hans Ruger's got something to say.
He knows English?
First of everything, it's fantastic to be back over here in Kansas City.
Yeah, trying to get the crowd on his side already.
I like Hans Ruger.
Good beer, good barbecue,
Absolutely.
fantastic Uber-friendly people. Everybody's smiling, everybody's positive. That's why I left Austria.
What a suck-up. The crowd's already, this is unfair already.
I'm sure the crowd's going to call it right down the middle.
Ken Dharma!
Yeah.
He's crazy, look at his eyes.
That's why it is time to sell this in a pose down.
Absolutely, it's time.
That's how we solve problems in Austria.
See?
What a country.
I do want to apologize. Obviously, I'm not in a great bodybuilding competition shape. But you know what? You try your best. That's why I stopped eating. I stopped eating Bratwurst. I stopped eating Sachertorte, Leberknödelsuppe, Apfelstrudel, beer.
Oh, it's horrible. No strudel or beer?
Look at him, though. I mean, it's paying off.
And my most favorite thing, Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Come on. Here's the winner of the first ever pose down, Ken Dharma.
Doing a cartwheel out onto the stage, already showing his flexibility is one high on life, the Jolly Svengali, Ken Dharma.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times.
Excuse me, I would appreciate some silence while I'm speaking.
I hope this
Shut up!
doesn't go on too long.
You all are very, very rude. Stop yelling at me.
This guy's gonna pose for you.
Hans, when you challenged me to a pose down, I had a really good laugh because, buddy, you picked the wrong town. These barbecue-eating, beer-drinking Kansas City scumbags will body shame you back to Australia.
Oh, he even said Australia.
Oh, that's where he's from, I thought.
We all know that when it comes to poses, I'm the king. It's like yoga, man. My poses make the ladies' lotus unfold, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
That was disgusting.
No, it's not.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the rules. He has up to 1 minute to give us his finest. Mr. Dharma, you're on the floor.
Well, it looks like we're
I love this good old-fashioned pose down. Yes, hit the music, maestro.
Nothing taken away from the fine physique of one Ken Dharma. I just don't think he is in the same class as the Austrian horse Hans Ruger.
Hey, posing doesn't have everything to do with muscle mass, okay? Look, Hans Ruger can't do it. He can't do that. You put your knees on your elbows. You can't do any of this. I tried to hurt myself. This is hard stuff. Look at this. This is one of my favorites.
Oh, wow. Look at the balance and the composure of Ken Dharma, showing an incredible flexibility.
Look at that.
It does accentuate his svelte and toned physique. But
Wondering what you were going to say there. Yes, it does. Look at that. The splits with ease.
Going into a Van Damme-esque splits there.
I mean, why aren't more people clapping like me? This is great stuff here.
Why are you so into Ken Dharma's poses right now. I mean,
well,
get
because
a hold of yourself.
I know that Hans Ruger, we've had great pose downs through the years. Ultimate Warrior and Rick Rude, Scott Steiner and Triple H, and now Hans Ruger and High on Life, Ken Dharma.
Looks like this might be the coup de grace here. Look at that. Showing off his great physique on High on Life, Ken Dharma.
Namaste, Mr. Dharma.
All right, I believe that has been a minute. That was very impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think
your
of the
love,
yoga
Ben Simon.
of Ken Dharma?
Yeah, good
Very
job,
nice,
Kenny.
Sir. Very nice.
Great job.
Just call him Kenny?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of the coin, we have the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
Now you're
have
going to
the
see
ring, sir.
a real Greek god, a real statuesque kind of guy locking down some real poses here.
Well, he did say this is the way they settle things in Austria. I mean, it is the home of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, of course, posed like this all the time in top physical condition.
Look at that. Look at that. Can you be quiet for a second?
You're really into this, huh, Ben? Like Ken Dharma was already in as like lowercase c at this point.
Good God, look at the peaks on those muscles.
Look, he's in great shape. Whatever, look at this. These are classic bodybuilding poses. They're good. He looks great. But you know what? Only a few men can do what Ken Dharma did.
Look, now watch the back Look at it during the double bicep, how the back definition is fully on display for everybody here at the Scottish Rite Temple. Look at the shape he's in. This guy is incredible physical.
Sure, I understand. He obviously had a problem that Ken Dharma looks so good and everybody likes him so much that he has to try to upstage him.
Wait, I think this is the grand finale.
Oh, he's letting the hair down? What is this?
Look at him.
He has to pull this
and
out?
he pops out. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible.
Hans Ruger.
He's pulling that out of nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Look,
I
we're
think the
going to have
Terminator
the
pose
official
just
vote here.
terminated
To
the
be fair, we're going to
competition.
have the official vote. All right, if you think that Ken Dharma had the best pose down, make some noise.
Yes.
Oh, good night. Will you
Good
stop
job,
it?
Ken.
All right, and if you thought that Hans Ruger was the man, make some noise.
Oh, there's a clear winner. There is a clear winner in NWL's first ever pose down.
Well,
what's wrong with these
ladies
people?
and gentlemen, I think we have our winner.
That's right. Oh, and there's the true side of Ken Dharma.
Did you see the pose he did when he just gave the double axe handle?
Oh, now he missed a big high kick. Now Hans Ruger has him up. I think this attack has backfired. He almost threw Ken Dharma out of the ring. And Hans Ruger not only wins the pose down,
what is he trying to get? Oh, I think I know what he's going after. That's Ken's. No,
he's got the kendo stick. Hans Ruger has
just
Ken Dharma's kendo stick.
Ken used that in the past. That doesn't mean it's fair game for him.
Oh no! If he hits, yes, swings wildly. Ken Dharma ducks out of the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
you're not going to take out Ken Dharma with his own kendo stick, moron. Ken Dharma won the pose down. I know it.
Hans Ruger.
It looks like Hans Ruger got the best of Ken Dharma in the NWL's first ever pose down. Well-deserved posing victory for one Austrian horse, Hans Ruger. Oh my goodness. The Austrian horse and his biceps prevailed over the finely tuned mechanics of one High on Life Ken Dharma. One thing's for sure though, Dharma took exception to that, and you saw that kendo stick get involved. I don't know what's next for Ken Dharma and Hans Ruger, but definitely
this is not over. And that's all we know, is that this is not the end. But now, Ben, now it is time for our, unfortunately the end of the show, but it's time for our main event. The problems between, well, the former Blood Brothers, now the besties in the world, and Jet and Jax and Blaine. I mean, it's long story now. It's been a few months that the Blood Brothers just The Besties just can't seem to keep their nose out of the Royal Blood's matches in their life.
And now it's come down to this. Blaine Meeks subbing for unfortunately the injured Jax Royal with his brother Jet. I've called him the new dynamic duo, and so we have on social media as well. They're going to be taking on the Besties in the world. This is going to be a great match. Let's see if Jet can even start removing the thorn that is the Besties in the world. Let's get down to ringside.
Like there's nothing stopping the Royal Blood now from getting to the top of that ladder and ending the career of the Howlets here.
Jax Royal bloody and beaten.
What is this? Who is that? Who is that?
That's Davey Gibson and Matthew Grundy!
That's the Blood Brothers. What are they doing here? They're not supposed to be here.
They just dumped the Royal Blood off that ladder and are putting the boots to the Royal Blood. What the hell are they doing here?
Royal Blood, just in case you forgot, we're the Blood Brothers. We're the best tag team in NWL and in the world going today.
Do you have any idea what you just did? What you just did to the company? But you know what a big deal is? Where were you when his knee went through my rib cage and I got sent to the hospital? You don't think there's gonna be any repercussions because of that? You just saw it. That's what happens when you mess with two brothers. And the blood, it will spill.
And now watch the Royal Bloods take flight. Double tope called hellos.
It looked like Jax Royal landed weird on that.
Unfortunately, at the last NWL KC show, I re-injured my surgically repaired knee doing a big dive over the top rope, and right now I'm about to go in there and have surgery and get it fixed. So.
Heard about what happened with Jax, man.
It's gonna be out 4 to 6 months.
You know, we got to look ahead. You know, you got a big match on Saturday against the Blood Brothers. Well, I don't know if you recall or not, but first NWL KC show, we've tagged before. We started the Kansas City movement. We started Captain KC.
We did.
So I was thinking, you know, we've tagged before, why not do it again?
The face of KC with the captain of KC.
Absolutely.
I like how that sounds.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's Blaine Meeks teaming up with Jet Royal to take on the Blood Brothers in an I-70 Series match tonight at the Scottish Rite Temple.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome back to the NWL KC, and it is main event time as the former Blood Brothers, now Besties in the world, Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett take on Blaine Meeks and Jet Royal.
Look at this.
Look at the look at disgust.
They hate their Blood Brothers entrance video because they know they're the besties in the world. Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett, I've known these guys for years. They're so happy now to be out of the Blood Brothers and into the Besties. What do you think about that? You like Besties or Blood Brothers, man?
All I know is that they're one of the best tag teams here in the entire NWL.
So you like the Besties too? Okay,
but
cool.
Let's be frank about it. Davey Vega, or excuse me, Matt Fitchett as of late, has been he's stirring the pot a little bit, almost taking responsibility for the injury to Jax Royal.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Or making fun of it at least.
Yeah, well, obviously the Besties have no love loss with the Royal Blood. And look at this, Blaine Meeks now, as we've seen, he is taking the place of Jax Royal in this tag match, teaming up with Jet Royal, and Jax Royal unfortunately out for months due to this kneecap, his left knee. You've seen the x-rays, you've seen the pictures, just a brutal injury for him, a freak occurrence, and I don't know, the Besties in the world now, they have to take a tag team on here that has not been together nearly as long as the best tag team in the world.
As they've been dubbed recently on our social media accounts, the new dynamic duo of Blaine Meeks and Jet Royal. Both of these guys really take to the air a lot. Both of them can fly. And speaking of which, Jet Royal coming to the ring right now to aid his partner, Blaine Meeks. And I think these guys are going to impress a lot of people and turn a lot of heads.
Well, of course, each and every time we see Royal Blood, they do amazing things in and outside of the ring. And Jet Royal, obviously, completely bummed that Jax is out for such a long time. But obviously, good friends with Blaine. But look at him, like the look on his face, obviously just very sincere, knowing that he's carrying on this Royal Blood tradition now with his brother sitting at home, who of course, at some point, I'm sure you're going to be seeing him back around the NWL ring.
As a tribute to his fallen brother, who's recuperating from that knee injury, he has that Jack shirt or a towel, I think, laid across his midsection because he wants to go out there and prove to all these fans that he is carrying on the tradition of the royal blood and that he is going to do it proud until his twin brother comes back and makes his return to the sprint.
Well, the royal blood obviously beloved here in Kansas City, but unfortunately for Jet and now Blaine, the besties in the world, not only do they have a problem with the royal blood, now they're the besties. They have a lot to prove.
Set for one fall. It is a tag team match in the part of the I-70 series where NWL KC leads STL 13-9. Your referee is Nick Chin. Introducing first, to my right, they represent NWL STL from Greater St. Louis. They are the team of Davey Gibson and Matthew Grundy, the Blood.
That's not what they're called now.
No. We are not the Blood Brothers. We are not Davey Gibson. We are not Matthew Grundy. This man right here is the miracle worker, Davey, Vega, and myself, I am the Dirty Rook, Matt Fitchett, and together we are the besties in the world.
Well, they're best friends, and they're going to take over the tag team division even faster now.
Left, they represent NWL KC. First, from Lee Summit, Missouri, weighing 180 pounds, Jet Royal. His tag team partner from Austin, Texas, weighing 195 pounds, here is Captain KC, Blaine Meeks.
And we'll see if Captain KC can step in and fill the role of Jax Royal in this match.
One thing I got to point out to all the fans watching at home, unfortunately, Ben Simon was informed incorrectly about the score on the I-70 series. As it stands right now, the I-70 series is 13-11, Kansas City lead. So if St. Louis will pick up a victory tonight, they're within one victory of tying the I-70 series.
Ben Simon always wrong with his information, but I digress. Besties in the world. I think they have a whole new fire now, Ben. I mean, these guys have a lot to prove now that, much like Mike Outlaw and Matt Jackson talked about, they have gone back to a persona that they travel around the world being. And I think that they have even more reason to want to take out yet another Royal and now Captain Casey Blaine Meeks.
Largely considered by many of our...
The NWL is brought to you by X1051 is Kansas City's alternative. More music, less talk, all day. Listen for 105-minute non-stop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. And by Champion Tattoo and Body Piercing, Johnson County's premier custom tattooing and piercing studio. Stop by the shop located at 1016 East Santa Fe in Olathe, Kansas. Blaine, can he get it to the corner?
Meeks is so close, and he makes the tag to Jet Royal. Vega makes the tag to Fitchett, and we are going toe-to-toe here in the Scottish Rite Temple. Boot to the midsection. Jet Royal, beautiful. And Seguri connects with the back of the head of Matt Fitchett.
Look at this. Come on, Fitchett.
Fitchett going for a cross body block. Jet Royal catches him, slings him around, and drives him into the canvas. Great strength by Jet Royal. Two. No.
Thank goodness.
Fitchett gets the right shoulder up just in the nick of time.
That wasn't three. Nick Chen's doing a hell of a job. Come on, Fitchett, get up.
There's Jet Royal going for a here. Springboard moonsault. Misses Fitchett with that Pele kick. And that back leg hits the back of the head of Jet Royal. What is Fitchett going for here? Beautiful drop kick right on the button by Jet Royal.
What one could do, the other one just one-ups. This is what we saw in the Blood Brothers versus Royal Blood. And look at this.
Jet Royal trying, I thought he was going to go for some sort of, he cartwheels over that clothesline attempt. And Fitchett catches him with a double axe handle blow right to the back.
And now look at him celebrating. They thought he was going to throw him back in the ring. Jet Royal double kicks to the face, skins the cat over the top rope.
Look at this!
And then look at that! Blaine Meeks with a double tope. Suicida takes out the besties in the world.
That's a Superman dive through the legs of Jet Royal, takes out both of the members of the Besties, and I don't know, Captain KC is now, just please don't go for the stupid cape. Just because you do that jump doesn't mean you should be doing that.
And
What
now
is
keep
this?
your eyes on Jet Royal. Tope called hello, takes out the Besties, and now the team of Jet Royal and Blaine Meeks are on fire.
Besties in trouble right now. Blaine Meeks standing tall, and oh God, here we go. Oh, you know what he wants. He's gonna try to put on his cape.
Blaine Meeks going underneath the rope. There it is. His trusty cape as the fans in KC erupt as Blaine Meeks, every time he puts on the cape, something magical happens.
Yeah, okay, yeah, some kind of superhero power he gets out of putting some cheap fabric he got from Mardell's on his back. Come on.
Blaine Meeks looking to put that cape on and maybe do that huge cross body block, which has scored us some victories lately. Fitchett does not like that. Kicks the legs out from underneath Blaine Meeks. Back kick right to the back of the head. Now Fitchett going for a cover. No! Blaine Meeks kicks out and gets the left shoulder up.
I thought it was over. You know, what kind of person has a problem where they think if they put on a cape, it somehow helps them in a wrestling ring?
Now makes the tag to Davey Vega. Oh! Drop toe hold, and Davey Vega just knees Jet Royal right in the face, and that could have been a knockout blow for one half of the Royal Blood.
Going to sleep.
Oh! Double kicks into the corner, capo kick, and a side kick right to the face.
This is fun to
One,
watch.
two,
It's over.
no!
Come on.
Blaine Meeks gets the left shoulder up, and I thought that could have been it for Captain KC.
Fitchett and Vega looking at each other, have more artillery they're going to throw. Here comes Jet again, chucking him outside.
Matt Fitchett dumping Jet Royal unceremoniously to the outside, and they look like they could be going for that Brain Eater Baizuku knee combination. If they hit this on Blaine Meeks, this could be it. Oh, and then
look at that.
They just collided. There it is, Comic Mischief out of nowhere, and then he drop kicks him into his opponent, and a DDT. What a great double T move by Blaine Meeks.
The inadvertent DDT, this is horrible. Besties are in trouble.
Jet Royal could be going to the top rope for that shooting star press. If he hits this, it could be it.
Come on.
And there it is, the shooting star press. This is it. Davey Vega, 1, 2. No! Oh my goodness. Matt Fitchett breaks up that pinfall attempt, and Jet Royal almost picked up the victory.
And now Fitchett barely stopping that. Thank goodness he was there in time for his partner, but now they're going to work on Fitchett.
Double team attempt on Matt Fitchett. Fitchett find his way out of it. Vicious super kick. Almost takes Jet Royal's face off.
Single-handedly taking out both guys.
Double knees up into the face of Matt Fitchett. Matt Fitchett
jumps
up in Hurricane Ranas. Blaine Meeks off the top rope. Shotgun drop kick takes Matt Fitchett into the corner.
The action is so furious here. Fitchett's so proud of himself, and then here comes Jet.
Jet Royal, what is he? Oh, he couldn't. Could he be going for that Spanish fly? That move that injured
That's
Matt
what
Fitchett.
hurt Fitchett. Of course he's trying to do that. And you're okay with that?
What is he? Backflips off the top rope. Matt Fitchett throws him off. Beautiful high cross body.
Come on, cover him.
Takes Jet Royal out. Blaine Meeks back up to his feet. And there's Comic Mischief. Comic Mischief. He can hit that from anywhere. And Matt Fitchett wisely rolls to the outside. I don't even know who's legal anymore.
Oh, not this again. Again, what kind of person puts on a cape?
Wait, that's Matt Jackson.
Yes, the leader of Anarchy, the leader, the general manager of St. Louis.
What is he doing out here? Are you kidding me?
He's obviously has a problem with the guy using a cape.
That's Mike Outlaw. He just clocked Blaine Meeks right in the face
with
those handcuffs. Son of a gun. Mike Outlaw has made his presence known as he clocks Jet Royal for good measure. Now we know where Mike Outlaw and Anarchy stand.
Look at Matt Jackson. He's leaving. Hands up. Here's 1,
Vega
2,
for the
3.
cover 3, and that's it. The besties in the world pick up a victory and Anarchy.
22 minutes, 12 seconds.
Anarchy has
Reign
prevailed
supreme,
here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
The besties in the world.
The besties in the world
have defeated Jet Royal and Blaine Meeks. Captain Casey trying to put, you know what, how much of a distraction has that been? He's trying to put on that cape. Matt Jackson comes out, that gives him a reason to come out and be like, why is he putting on these objects from the outside of the ring for these matches? I mean, it's dumb, and it allowed besties in the world to get the win.
The I-70 series now stands at 13-12. Anarchy picking up a huge victory on behalf of STL.
Notches another point.
This is I don't even look at him mocking the cape, mocking the injury to Jax Royal.
He should blow his nose on that cape, or even better.
Oh, look at that! Are you kidding me? The besties in the world, Davey, Vega, and Matt Fitchett, along with assistance from Matt Jackson and Mike Outlaw, have sent a resounding message to Major Baston and everybody here in the NWL.
And Jet Royal's down there with that look on his face like there's no Jax here. Me and Blaine just couldn't beat the besties either. What's gonna happen next for me?
And what's gonna happen here for all of us? Will Anarchy reign supreme here in the NWL? For Ryan McGillicuddy, I'm Ben Miller. We'll see you next time here on the
My name is Leo Howlett, and I am one half of the most dominant tag teams in professional wrestling today. And if you want to see more of the Howletts, subscribe to the YouTube channel and make way for the Men of Mayhem.